Hello, I'm Joe and welcome to Access A-List. Now, Sunday night saw the MTV Video Music Awards in Los Angeles, and as always, the night was extremely eventful. We'll start on a lovely romantic note as Taylor Swift, on returning to her dressing room having picked up 4 awards, including Best Pop Video for Blank Space, found 4 dozen pink and red roses waiting for her, 12 for each of the prizes she won. The surprise was courtesy of her boyfriend Calvin Harris, who had the flowers specially sent since he couldn't be there in person. Now, slightly less romantic was the onstage beef between rapper Nicki Minaj and show host Miley Cyrus. During an acceptance speech for Best Hip Hop Video for her song Anaconda, Nicki appeared to call Miley out over a New York Times article in which she had apparently criticised Minaj, with the hip hop star saying live on stage, "And now back to this bleep that had a lot to say about me the other day in the press. Miley, what's good?" However, easily taking the biggest talking point of the night was Kanye West. The rapper, who appeared to have turned up in his pyjamas, was on stage to collect the Video Vanguard Award, and during a bizarre, rambling 11-minute speech, said that he just wanted people to like him, admitted to smoking a little something before coming on stage, and then announced his intention to run for the US presidency in 2020. President West, we salute you. It appears Zayn has moved on after his split from fiancée Perry Edwards and is dating Burberry model Neelam Gill. Zayn has been spotted with the 20-year-old beauty before, and this week she was seen at London's Heathrow Airport boarding a flight to LA, where it's thought she'll be hooking up with Zayn. The pair first met at a London recording studio back in March, where Neelam, who is Burberry's first ever Indian model, was hanging out, while Zayn, who is of Pakistani descent, was working on some solo material. The pair met again at the Asian Awards a month later, with the model even tweeting Malik to congratulate him on picking up an award. But Zayn was still with Little Mix singer Perry at this stage, so any potential romance was on hold. However, both are now single, and all the indicators point towards romance. However, we'd like to spare a thought for poor old Perry in all of this. However, it does look like she's coming out fighting, as she was looking fierce, dressed as a very impressive cheetah for a Halloween special of UK TV show Celebrity Juice this week. We're thinking maybe the costume was a play on words about how she really feels about Zayn's new relationship. Now, we all know Miriam Fairs was excited when she married Lebanese businessman Danny Mitri, but she's really milking it now. The singer has released a song and a music video about her big day, but Danny's face has been cropped out, as apparently he's not as keen on the limelight as his new wife. The couple celebrated their 1-year wedding anniversary last week, and Miriam took to social media to show the world just what her hubby had got her. Tens of thousands of her Instagram followers were quick to like Miriam's pic of a massive diamond ring, complete with the excruciating caption, "First anniversary, second solitaire, wishing all the couples around the world a life full of love as mine. You're happy, we get it, enough." Another star who's been causing a stir on social media is Elissa, who was the target of several jokes after posting a series of selfies where she didn't quite live up to her pop star image. However, thousands of her loyal fans were quick to show solidarity with the Lebanese icon, posting imitation pictures of themselves, complete with the hashtag #SelfieLikeElissa. The singer was clearly touched by the show of support and tweeted, "I love you, now I adore you. You have no idea how much your presence means to me. You're my family, and I meant it. I owe you all my success and my happiness." Ah, that's nice, isn't it? Friday sees the release of A Sinner in Mecca, a film that's caused controversy across the Muslim world. It follows filmmaker and openly gay Muslim Parvez Sharma as he secretly filmed his pilgrimage to Mecca on his iPhone. Sharma defied Saudi Arabian authorities to make the trip and interviewed around 50 other pilgrims, and the film also features footage of his marriage to his male partner in New York. Despite receiving death threats, Sharma said he needed to make the journey to reconcile his faith with his sexuality, in addition to addressing the need for Saudi to change its strict Wahhabi form of Islam. The filmmaker argues that his film is a wake-up call for a faith that's been hijacked by a violent minority. Sharma suffered persecution at the hands of the religious police as they deleted early footage, and the final material had to be smuggled out of the country. The film has received widespread praise across the Western and Arab worlds, but has also drawn criticism, with Iranian authorities condemning it and Sharma himself being berated by Saudi women at a screening in the UK. A Sinner in Mecca premieres in New York today before being aired on European television and Netflix in the coming months. This week we heard the sad news that legendary horror film director Wes Craven has passed away after a battle with brain cancer. Craven wrote and directed the first Nightmare on Elm Street movie, giving generations of viewers sleepless nights with his iconic Freddy Krueger character, and was also the man behind the Scream movie series, a work of genius that towed the line between genuinely scary and also poking fun at the often ridiculous teen slasher genre. Craven also helped Meryl Streep earn an Oscar nomination for Music of the Heart, and is widely credited with having discovered Johnny Depp, Sharon Stone and Bruce Willis. However, it is a master of the horror genre that he will be remembered and, of course, sadly missed. As always, we finish with films, and here's this week's big releases. Now, American Ultra is the story of a small-town stoner who is unaware he was trained by the CIA to be a lethal killing machine until the agency targets him for termination and his latent skills are activated. He is then forced into a desperate and hilarious battle to save himself and his girlfriend, played by Kristen Stewart. Imagine Bourne meets Superbad, and you're basically halfway there, and it's our pick of the week. Now, next up, No Escape stars Owen Wilson as American businessman Jack, who finds himself and his family in the middle of an armed uprising when they relocate to Southeast Asia. Amid the utter chaos, Jack must find a way to save himself and his loved ones from the violence erupting all around them. It's a very, very different role for Owen Wilson, and it also stars Pierce Brosnan, and to be honest, it's well worth a watch. Now finally, Ricky and the Flash stars Meryl Streep as Ricky, a woman who abandoned her husband and kids to follow her dreams of rock and roll stardom. Years later, she returns to the family she left behind and attempts to reconnect with them and their troubled lives. Again, it's very different to how we're used to seeing Meryl, but it's a charming, funny little film. That's it from this week's Access A-List, and as always, for all the latest showbiz news from all over the globe, check out levant.tv and follow us on Twitter at Access A-List. Now this week, we thought we'd play you out with the trailer for Legend, a glossy new Brit gangster flick starring Tom Hardy as both of the infamous Kray twins. It's in UK cinemas next week. I'm Joe. See you next time.